welcome everybody. This is our second night of Mustang Mat Chat here. I'm Matt Shannon, and along with me here are Michael Doyle and Ryan Eddy. Going to talk to Ryan Eddy here a little bit about his tournaments the last couple weeks here on JV. So, Ryan, how's it going?
Pretty good. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, Ryan, you want to just maybe talk to us a little bit about how wrestling's going, and maybe talk a little bit about Saturday's tournament at LaPorte City Union.
Wrestling's been going good. It's been a lot of fun. The tournament this weekend was, a decent matchup. My first match and my last two matches were pretty easy, but it was a lot of fun.
And at that tournament, you were able to get first place, but you didn't say too much, but you talked a little bit about your first match. I think you actually lost that match, right? And then you came back and beat your other two guys pretty bad, which in a tournament when you kind of have like a three-way tie, then it goes off of points, and you get more points if you pin your guy, or if you tech fall your guy, or if you can beat him bad. So you were able to get first place based on that point system, and so you were able to kind of break the three-way tie because you beat the other two guys worse, kind of their little round robin. So, and then you also wrestled in a JV tournament on Monday night at Vinton. Maybe talk to us a little bit about that, or how did that go for you?
Well, it was a pretty easy tournament in my opinion. I mean, the kids were difficult, but I mean it was a lot of just getting better and a lot of work on technique and all that stuff.
So what do you do if you go out and you have a guy that is kind of like easier? Like, do you just take him down and pin him, or like do the coaches tell you to work on stuff, or like what do you think helps develop your wrestling at the JV level?
Well, I like to try new moves that I've not really done in critical matches before, like newer new moves that I've just learned in practice or uh, sort of are new to me.
So you're trying to kind of diversify your offense, kind of open up, be able to attack the left side of the body, the right side of the body, have confidence in something.
Hmm.
So, and the coaches are kind of stressing that to you, that's
Yeah.
important when you have a kid that's maybe of lesser ability.
Yep.
So, last two tournaments, two championships. So, what happens at home? Does something like that? I know the Eddies are big into deer hunting, and so they get a big deer, they mount that on the wall. I mean, if Ryan Eddy wins a championship, does his wall chart get to go on the wall, and his medal get posted on the wall, or
I
is
did see your pictures on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah,
picture on
yeah.
Facebook,
Facebook.
yeah. So, all right. What else? Do you get any other
Well, the Laporte chart I think is going to be framed, and my two medals are on a necklace thing with my other gold medals.
displayed like in your room or
Yeah,
something?
hanging
So,
on a deer mount.
I mean, we're kind of teasing you a little bit, but we didn't know how important winning championships were, and if you celebrated that or displayed it in some way, like at your home. So, but yeah, I mean, another thing, maybe talk a little bit about. On Tuesday mornings, we've been the Buchanan County Health Center has been great and letting us go up there and use the pool. How do you think getting in a Tuesday morning, a little extra workout, swimming? How do you think that's been for your body and for your mind?
It's been good. It's been kind of a refresher. Kind of gets your body moving in the morning. Makes you feel good right after. Um, it's a lot of fun because you're with your friends and you're in a pool in the winter. So
So it's not like hardcore training.
no,
Like probably the hardest part is just getting out of bed in the morning and getting there.
yeah,
Yeah, but we usually try to have some fun too. We play a
yep.
game or kind of mess around a little bit too. So try to make wrestling fun that way. So
Hmm.
anything else you got for our viewers about Independence Wrestling or the holiday coming up? What do we got coming up the rest of this week?
We got dual Thursday in Benton or South Tama.
Benton and South Tama Thursday at South Tama,
Yep.
and then what's going on this weekend?
Battle of Waterloo.
Okay, Battle Waterloo is a big dual meet tournament, 32 teams, so wrestle 6 duels there, so over 2 days. So looking forward to that, and we'll see how Ryan Eddy fares. Maybe at the maybe a little bit of varsity. We'll see here. I know Dalton's been banged up a little bit, so we'll kind of see how that goes. So.
Okay. All right, good. So we'll take a little bit of a break here, and then right after the break, we will have Matthew Doyle joining us. So we'll be right back here in 30 seconds, a minute or so. In here. All right, welcome back here to Mustang Mat Chat Part 2. We've got Matthew Doyle joining us right now. Currently a junior here at Independence Wrestling this year. So, Matthew, how are you doing today?
Good. Just got done with practice. I feel good and getting ready to wrestle this week.
All right.
You want to maybe just talk to our viewers a little bit about last week and when we wrestled at South Tama. I guess we had Parents Night here, Center Point, and North Fayette. So we wrestled 7 duels in 3 days there. Maybe just talk about how that went or how the team did.
Yeah. It was good for the most part. On Thursday was Parents' Night. It was the last one of the year for us being at home. It's a kind of a bittersweet moment being with all the seniors. It was only like second week wrestling with them at home, so it was a little different. But we wrestled well. I mean, those 2 teams, North Fayette Valley and CBU, aren't great schools for wrestling, but they fought hard against us, and that's good. We needed those kind of matches.
Yeah,
But
each school's got some individuals that are
Mhm.
pretty good, like individually.
So we won both those, and then on Saturday we went to South Tama and we wrestled Dubuque Wahlert first, then South Tama and Baxter in our pool play, and we went 3-0 against them. And I thought all 3 of our duels we wrestled tough. We had banged up Dalton Hoover, but other than that, no one really got hurt. Our Burke duel was the next one, and we kind of started off slow. There's some good matches. Cole wrestled really well against one of the top guys in the nation, so it was fun to watch that match. And there was a couple guys where they got after it, and other kids that needed to start getting after it more. But then we kind of talked to our team after that duel, and we said, "Hey, we got one more duel today. Let's fight as hard as we can." And our thoughts about that last duel were a lot better. And I think that Solon's a better team, but we wrestled a lot better against them. And it was fun to watch against Solon, a good team with great competitors. But win or lose, I it was a fun duel to watch.
Yeah, I think team-wise, yeah, Omaha Burke is a team from Nebraska. I think they're currently ranked number 1 right now. They got talking about Cole's kid. They got these 2 Burke kids, Jacason and James, I think are their names, and they're both nationally ranked, really, really good. Wrestle a lot in the summertime. And then so they're ranked number 1 in Nebraska, and then Solon is ranked number 9. And I believe in both duels we were able to win 5 matches against both teams. We just have to find a way to win 2 more to try to make it 7-7. where I have a chance to win the duel. And our team's kind of been battling some sickness, some health issues, some injuries. Maybe can you talk a little bit about some things that you do to try to stay healthy, to not get sick, not miss school, to stay in the lineup and ready to go really week in and week out?
Okay, well, a big part of me feeling 100% is lots of sleep. I try and get lots of sleep at night. And then throughout the week, I try and eat right. I don't eat all the bad stuff for me that's just going to make my immune system weak. But I try and heal my body as much as I can and just work hard when it's time to work hard and rest when it's rest.
So yeah, I think for some of our younger kids, that's something that they gotta kind of develop and get better at. So being a junior on the team, you got a little more experience, probably feel a little more comfortable in that category. So let's talk about coming up. Ryan talked a little bit about it. We wrestle in South Tama again. We're also wrestling Benton Community, so those are Walmack West duels, really important. And then maybe talk a little bit about wrestling New Hampton and the Battle of Waterloo.
Yeah, we haven't really seen Benton much this year, but we just wrestled South Tama, and I think that we beat them worse this time than we did last time. I think that Caleb Straw had a really close match last week on Saturday that I think he can pull out a win. And I think if we have a healthy 106-pounder that we can beat their 6-pounder. But I think Isaiah Weber wrestled really well against their kid. They had a pretty solid kid at 13, and Isaiah's been wrestling really well so far. So it was good to see that he got to win there. And overall, a win. It was a pretty tough team. I'd like to see our team fight a little harder to get off their back instead of get pinned. But they have some solid kids, and it's just another duel that we need to go as hard as we can for all 6 minutes and wrestle as hard as we can. And then Benton, they've always had a decent team, but it'll be exciting to watch. I know we got some lower weights. We got some issues with Tegan McEnany being sick, but I'm ready to wrestle them, and I think that those are both duels, big duels that we can pull out and win.
So yeah, and then maybe talk a little bit about you got to turn right around, so you got to make weight and wrestle Thursday, and then you got to make weight again and wrestle early Friday morning, 9 o'clock against New Hampton at the Battle of Waterloo. So you've been through the Battle of Waterloo twice. Like, what's that like mentally? Like, what are some things you got to do to make weight 3 days in a row? Mentally, be ready, be focused. 8 duels in 3 days. Like, how do you do that, or how do you prepare for that?
Well, going back to like my freshman and sophomore years, it really wore down on me that second day. Like I had to work out and make weight, and like I just like wasn't fully prepared. I didn't get enough sleep the night before, and it was like one day like on Friday night I just knew that like I just need to go to bed early, get as much sleep as I can so I can feel 100% on that Saturday. And I felt a lot better on that Saturday, and that's one thing I need to think about and talk to my team about is just getting that a lot of sleep and trying to feel the best possible because it's gonna be a long 3 days, and you gotta anticipate that, and you gotta like do everything in your power to make it go your way and try and feel the best you can.
And how important is it for you and for our team that you, somebody that's been to state, somebody that maybe wrestles quite a bit outside of the wrestling season, how important is it for you to try to talk to the freshmen, talk to the sophomores, and even really anybody on our team about what to expect, about what it's like? What are some things that you can do to try to maybe make them feel a little more comfortable about what's about to come ahead, or what's going to happen next?
I think it's really important to help those guys out because I mean a lot of them haven't really been in this situation, and to like kind of be nervous and worried is not very like it's not great. So if I can help those guys to get more comfortable in this situation, that's my best priority as being on the team and helping those guys out. But I think that I don't know.
You don't know what you think?
I lost my train of thought.
Well, I mean, it's just being a leader. I mean, we're talking about being a leader, being a leader on our team. Like, how important is that? I know on Monday, some of you guys meet with with me about some of the things that are going on in our team. I mean, do you think that's beneficial, and does that help you as a student athlete better, like, be a leader, mentor for some of our younger people?
Yes, I do. I think it helps us address some problems. Say like people aren't showering, or like they like feel bad about going from tournament to tournament over a weekend, and as we need to talk to those guys and encourage them and do their best and try and get them to come in and practice and go to competitions and just compete.
So okay, well, and I guess that's all we probably need from.
I got one for you. What's it like wrestling for your dad?
Uh, I don't know. I kind of in practice, I kind of treat him like a coach, but I don't really get too personal with him unless it's like go time and we like try and wrestle, and he tries to get in my face, and then I'll wrestle with him. But I usually try and keep it professional between us two.
Anything else for the cause here?
No, I mean, I think maybe you talk. Can you, Matt? Can you talk a little bit about if somebody wants to watch Thursday night's duel, or if they want to tune into the Battle Waterloo? Like, how can our viewers do that?
Yeah, so right now, Thursday, we plan on being on this channel right here. So just go to indiewrestling.com, and you should be able to, the stream should pop up about whatever time we're supposed to wrestle. Check Facebook, because I'll post the official time that we're supposed to go on in there. I don't know if we'll have an announcer yet or not. If anything, worst case scenario, it'll just be a still camera with at least a scoreboard, so you'll be able to see what's going on. As far as this weekend, it's kind of up in the air. As of right now, it's looking like there will not be a stream for us, but we will be posting updates on Twitter like we always do. So
And
we'll
that's
follow
on.
there.
Is it on track wrestling Saturday?
Yeah,
So they
it's
could
on track
follow
wrestling
that
too
a little bit
as well. I know there is some streaming going on there. I don't know if we'll have a stream available or not. We're hoping to. I got to hear back from them yet, but we'll find out.
And Thursday night, so we'll probably wrestle Benton Community. We'll be the first one, so that should go on air right, pretty close to 6 o'clock.
6, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but be probably a little bit before 6, maybe 5:50. The stream will start, and then it'll just be, and then there'll probably be two windows on our indie wrestling stream in order to access both of those. But I'll have them labeled.
And we'll follow up our Benton duel wrestling South Tama
Right.
probably right after that. So
Yep.
probably 7 or so,
7,
probably, I would
7:15
guess,
probably.
7:15.
Yep.
So for those of you that are trying to make plans on what to do Thursday night, if you want to catch Independence Wrestling, but you can't travel to South Tama, tune in to this channel here and about 6 o'clock or a little before, and you should be able to catch us live.
We'll do our best to get every match, but if they go 2 mats, we're kind of stuck on the mat we're on. So that's what we're going to be doing. So anyway, anything else?
Nope. Just want to thank our viewers for tuning into Mat Chat, and thank Ryan Eddy and Matthew Doyle for joining us this week and kind of giving an athlete's perspective on the wrestling program here at Independence.
Yep. So we'll probably have Mat Chat probably next week, and then we'll take a break
Yeah.
until after the first of the year. So see you next week at about the same time on Tuesday.